Hi everyone, welcome to the Java session on selection statement. In this session, we are going to see the possible selection statements, mainly the if-else statement and the switch statement. I am going to give you all possible cases present in if-else statement and the switch statement. Let me start the if-else statement. This is the syntax: if followed by a Boolean predicate. If the condition is satisfied, then this block will be executed. If the condition got failed, then this block will be executed. Now, observe a point. Without the braces, you can write the if statement, but that statement should not be a declarative one. You should not use a declarative one. For example, let me write a if statement. Let it be a if statement. Now, in this if statement, I can write one statement without braces, but this statement should not be a declarative one. Okay, because if I declare a variable in this statement, I cannot use it further, right? Because only one statement is allowed, so that the statement should not be a declarative one. Let me provide you the real-time examples. Observe here. I had taken a class test and a main method. Let me take a integer x equal to 10. Now observe this case. If x equal to 1, now let me write system dot out dot println, let it be if. I am writing. Now if the condition is not satisfied, let me write else. Let me copy this statement and paste here. I am writing as else. Now observe this carefully. Here in the if statement, I am not using a Boolean one. Observe. Here I am maintaining x equal to 1, which means the 1 is stored into x, and this statement will become as if of x, which is nothing but if of 1. Observe, in C language, you can represent true as 1 and false as 0, but in the Java, it is not the case. If you write if of 1, we will get compile time error, because the argument for the if should be a Boolean one only. You should write if of true. This is the only case you need to write. Otherwise, you will get compile time error. You should not use any other type. You see here, one is the integral type, so you will get the compile time error. Let me compile and show you. Let me save the code. Observe carefully. Java C test.java. Now observe, incompatible types. I am getting the compile time error. Now observe, if I replace x equal to 1 with true, that means it's a Boolean type, right? Now observe the code. Let me compile this time. It will compile fine because I had written the Boolean one. Let me run this code, Java test. If will be printed, there will be no problem. Let me clear the screen and let me show you some other possibilities. Now let me take a Boolean variable, Boolean b equal to true. Initially I had taken a Boolean b, which is initialized with a true. Now observe, I am writing as b equal to false. Observe this time, output will got changed. That means the value false will be stored into b. Now the if statement will become as if of false. That means it will never enter into this block. The condition got failed if of false. Then in that case, else block will be executed, right? Let me show you this program output. Let me save this code. Let me compile this time. Java C test.java. Now Java test. Observe, else, the output is else. Now let me show you another thing. If I had written b double equal to true, let me write like this. Let me save this. Observe, this is the example. I had initialized b with a true. Now I am taking a relational operator equal to b, which is nothing but a true. True equal to true. Yes, this condition got satisfied. Then if block will be executed. Here I am using double equal to symbol. In the previous example, I used single equal to, which is used to initialize or assign the values. Here double equal to is used to check the equality of references. Now I am using double equal to. In that case, true equal to true is true. This condition got satisfied and output will be if. Let me save and show you this output. Let me save this. Let me compile the code and let me run this code again. Observe, we got the output as if. Now these are all the cases with if. Now I had shown you without braces we can write only one statement which should not be a declarative one, right? Let me provide you that example. Let me remove all these things and let me write if of true, right? This is the true and I am declaring one variable here. Now observe, int x equal to 10. Here I am declaring. Let me save this code. Without braces I can write one statement, but I used the declarative statement here. Let me save this code. Let me compile the code. Observe, compile time error. Variable declaration not allowed here. You should not declare the variable here, right? Instead of declarative statement, let me provide a general output statement. System.out.println. Let me write it as hi. Now you can observe the difference. Let me compile this code and let me run this. Compiles fine, right? I got the output as high. There will be no problem. Without braces, you can write one statement, but that statement should not be a declarative one. I hope the concept is clear for everyone. And let me clear the screen. Now, let me tell you the possible cases with the switch statement. We are having many cases with the switch statement. Let me tell you some of them. Switch statement, this is a syntax. You need to provide the argument. Based on the argument, we need to provide the cases, and if the case got matched, that corresponding code will be executed. Now observe here. Here it is the argument for the switch, right? What are the allowed types for the argument means? The allowed data types for argument are byte, short, char, and int. These are the allowed types. Okay. Now, if you provide any other type like a float or double, then you will get the compile time error. Now observe, inside the switch, everything should be in the form of cases only, which means in order to provide the code inside the switch statement, you need to write as a case or default like that only. You should not write the normal statements like system.out.println. You should not write directly. Now observe this. Every case label we use in the switch statement should be a constant or constant expression. Those should not be variables. If you write them as variables, you will get compile time error. And now one more point. Every case label should be within the range of switch argument type. Example, I had taken a byte argument, then every case label should be in the range of byte only. Okay, let me provide you all these points with examples. Let me open up the editor. Now let me write the switch statement here. Now let me take int x equal to 1 I had taken. Now observe, now I am providing the switch x. Here argument is x, which is of type integer, right? Now let me provide the cases. Observe this, you can write a empty switch statement also, there will be no problem. Let me save this and let me compile and show you. Compiles fine, right? Runs fine. There will be no output because I had not mentioned any statement. Now observe this. Now I had told you that you should not write directly any statement. You need to use cases only, right? I am directly writing the system.out.println hi. Here I will get compile time error because there is no cases, right? Without cases, you should not write anything directly. Now observe this code. I am compiling. I will get the error, right? This is so many errors I got. Because of one single line, I got 9 errors. Let me clear the screen and let me show you. Now, let me write the cases. Let me write the case 1 and system.out.println. This is case 1, right? Let me write as case 1. I need to break the case because if I doesn't provide break statement, then all the below cases will also get executed. Let me write one more case. Let me copy this time and paste here. Let me copy and paste here. Observe this example. Case 2 I am providing. Now I had written as case 2 and now I am providing one default case. If no case got matched, this line will get executed. Let me write as system.out.println default. Okay, now let me show you. Let me save this code and compile and run. Compiles fine, and whenever I'm trying to run this case 1, right, because x equal to 1, so case 1 got matched. And let me show you the cases. For example, I had taken byte, right? Byte x equal to 1 I had taken. Byte is a valid data type for the argument. Now let me, I had instead of case 2, I had written case as some 10,000. But 10,000 is not in the range of byte, right? All the case labels should be in the range of type of the argument. But this is not in the range. So I will get the error. Observe. Let me compile and show you. Observe that this possibly loss of conversion. Here this is not in the range of byte. So in that case you will get compile time error. So you need to remember a point. All the case labels should be in the range of the type of the switch argument. Okay. I hope the concept is clear for everyone. And let me show you the constant expression. Observe, as I said you earlier, every case label should be a constant or constant expression. One is constant and this is 2. Let me write it as 2. 2 is a constant, right? This works fine. Now let me provide here. I have taken byte y equal to 10. Here what is y? Y is a variable, not a constant, right? Now if I had written instead of case 2, I had written as y. Observe, the case label is variable here. In that case, I will get the compile time error again. Let me compile this and show you. See, y, constant expression is required, but you had provided the variable one. Here the condition got failed, right? Let me provide you, instead of variable, let me write as a constant expression. 1 plus 1, it is a constant expression, right? Now observe, let me provide x equal to 2. 1, this case got not, this is not got matched. Case 1 plus 1, 2, this case got matched, right? Let me compile and show you. Let me first clear the screen. Let me compile. It will compile one because I had written the constant expression this time. Let me run case 2, right? Observe, 1 plus 1, case 2 got matched and case 2 is printed. In this way, the switch statement will work. Observe the all possible cases. Case label should be a constant or constant expression. Case label should be in the range of the type of the switch statement and switch argument type. And let me provide you another one, the fall through in the switch statement. For example, I hadn't provided the break statement. Let me write it as a byte x equal to 1. Let me comment out this line. X equal to 1. This case got matched, right? Case 1 printed. But there is no break statement. Then it will go for the next case also. And case 2 will also get printed. Let me save and show you. Compiles fine and runs fine. But you got case 1 and case 2. Because I had not provided any break statement here. This is the reason why the fall through occurs in the case statement. Now observe, if I hadn't provided this also, let me save this and let me compile. And now observe, the default also came, right? Fall through happens. If there is no break statement, then from starting from that case, all the remaining down cases also will get executed. This is how the fall through will occur. And one more point, you can write the default statement in at anywhere in the switch statement. Let me cut this one and paste here. Now observe default case, right? Now observe here also fall through will occur. I had provided case 1. Case 1 will get executed. Is there any break statement? No. These are down any case statement? Yes. Case 2 will also get printed. Now observe the output will be case 1 and case 2. Let me compile. Let me run. Case 1 and case 2, right? Now observe a scenario. I will provide x as some 10. Is there any case with 10? No. So default case will be executed, default. Is there any break statement? No. So below case will also get executed. Is there any break statement? No. Below statement will also get executed. So the output will be default, case 1 and case 2. Let me save. Let me compile the code here. Let me compile the code and let me run the code. This time default case 1 and case 2. This is all about today's session. We had seen the if else statement and switch statement, all possible cases. In the next session, we will see some more statements and some more interesting topics. Thank you.